Hey everyone, it's Ashley here for Not Too Shabby, and I have my design team project to share with you for this week. I will put the link below for the shop, and if you head over to make a purchase, you can use the coupon code CraftyGirl to save 10% on your order. So today I'm going to be making these really cute little summer planner clips, and I'm just in love with these new Craftin Desert Diva stamps. They are so cute, and I just love these little teddy bears, and they're in like little bumblebee costumes. These would be cute too for Halloween, kind of like a dressed up little teddy bear. So I'm going to get started by showing you what I used to make this, and then I'll get into the process video. So I used this set by Craftin Desert Divas. It's called Sweet as Honey, and I will link this below for you. There's so many cute images on here, and you get all these little tiny bits as well, so you could do some really cute scene cards or a ton of crafty projects with it. So that's the only product that I used for this DT project, so let's get into it. So I'm going to start out by stamping out my images, and I'm going to stamp them out using black memento ink. This is the Recollections paper that I'm using, and I just used the 65-pound, and then I'm going to stamp out each image twice so that I can have the front of the clip and also a backing, so that the back, you won't see the Copic coloring through, you can just see a nice white back on your clip. And look at this cute one with the little balloons. That would be so cute for a birthday as well. So now I'm going to get started with the coloring, and I'm going to do the little tiny teddy bears in a nice cute little light brown color. I'm using E57 for this little cutie, and then I'm going to go in with E55 and blend that out. And I love the little wisp of hair at the top there, it's so cute. Then I'm going in with E53 and blending that all out. And I love how he's holding a little plushy bee there. It's so cute. Then for the insides of the ears there, I used RV13 and RV10. And then I'm using Y15 and Y13 and blending that out with Y11. And I do this little bumblebee yellow, and then I go in and do a pink one after. For the black part, I use C8 and C4. And then for the hair there, I used E59 and E57. And then for the cheeks, I used RV10 and just used a little bit of E53 over top of it just to blend it all out nicely. And then I'm going to do that little bee there, which is Y15 and Y11. And then I use the C8 and C4 to blend out the dark, like black portions. And then I use R20 for the little cheeks. And there's a little heart on its belly that I used RV14. And then I used some B10 and B00. Then I used some black jelly pen for the eyes there and the little nose on the bear. And then I put some little white dots for the cheeks with the white jelly pen, and I'll go back in after and add a little white dot on the eyes of that little bumblebee plushie. For the next little part, I'm doing the honey in Y38 and Y35, and then I blend that out with Y32. And it's so cute. The little honey is on the little bee's hand. I use RV13 and RV10 for the little inside of the bear's ears. And then I'm going to do the brown muzzle part in E34 and E30. This is like a nicer light brown color. And then I use RV13 for the inside of the mouth. And also for that little spot on his foot. I just wanted to show a few different variations. You could do the nose in black, or you could have it in pink or brown. Then for the little outfit there, I did RV17. Or actually for the little honey pot, excuse me, and then I used RV14 and RV13. And then for the little teddy bear, I used E57. E55. And I just love these little images so much. They're so cute. I'm definitely going to have to color one up in a Halloween color because I think that would just be so cute. And then I blended it all out with E53. and used R20 for some cheeks. Then for the pink part of the bear, I used RV14 and blended that with RV13. I just wanted to show that it didn't have to be yellow and black. You could do it all sorts of different colors, especially for planner clips, because then you can match up the cute little color combos. And I did the cute little antennas there. Then I used C8 and C4. And then I used my white jelly pen just to add a few little accents, some little white dots on the cheeks, and I went back in and just added a few little accents on the last one as well. And then for our last little bear, I'm going to do the cute little balloons. I use RV66 and RV63. It's a nice like pinky purple color, kind of like raspberry. Then for the next one, I use G02 and G00. And then for the middle one there, I used BV13 and BV01. And then for the little wings, I used RV13 and RV000. For the little string there, I used the BV13 and BV01. And it's like tied around his belly. It's so, so cute. For his little legs, I used E59. I wanted to do this bear a little bit darker. And then I blended it out with E57. And then E55. And then a little bit of E53. Now for the little bit of the costume. Oh, I went in and did the eyes with the black jelly pen, and also the little antenna part I did with black. And then I just put a little bit of R20 for the cheeks, and I used a little accent on the balloons with the white jelly pen. I did C8 and C4 for the black part. And then I go in with Y38. Y35, and then I blended that out with Y32. Then I go back in and add some cheeks with the white jelly pen and the little dots on the eyes, and a few other little accents as well. It makes it just kind of pop when you add some accents. Now I'm going to fussy cut these out using my sewing scissors. I don't think that there's coordinating dies for these, but if I'm wrong, I'll link it in the description box if there is, but these were a little bit tricky to cut out, so if there is coordinating dies, I would suggest those, but they weren't too bad, but they were a little bit more like finicky around the little antennas. So you're going to cut out two so that you have the top piece and then the backing piece. And I'm just leaving a little bit of white around the outside. Now I'm doing the cute little pink one. And then that little cutie with the little balloons. This is so adorable. And then the little backing as well. Perfect. Now I'm going to take some little clips and I'll put them together. So I'm just showing how when you put the clip in between it like that, the backing will show as white and it will just look a lot cleaner and nicer. So I'm just taking my hot glue gun, and be careful, it gets quite hot. I always get myself with the hot glue gun, so make sure you be really careful. And then I just put the clip in between those two and it's done. So again, putting some hot glue, and I like to put glue on the whole image there. It just makes it nice and sturdy, kind of like the thickness of a magnet. It makes it more sturdy. So cute. And then the last one, so again, with the hot glue gun all over, and then I add the little clip there and the little topping, and then just kind of give it a push down, and it will be nice and flat. And there are your clips. So I took some Spectrum Noir glitter pen, and this is also available over in the shop, and I just added a ton of glitter on there to make it so cute. I also wanted to mention the new Lawn Fawn release is up over in the Not Too Shabby shop, so if you haven't, make sure you head over and you can pre-order the new Lawn Fawn release. I highly recommend it. You can use my coupon code CraftyGirl. There's also a freebie if you spend $75, which is the really cute little pumpkin spice stamp, and you can also sign into your account to collect your reward points. So if you are ordering the Lawn Fawn release, I highly recommend you get it over at Not Too Shabby because it is such a great deal with all the little incentives that you get. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you as always so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye now.